Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1985 release of the Doctor in Distress 7-inch vinyl record, which was released by a variety of stars who were put together and called Who Cares? And it was at the time when Doctor Who was taken off air and put into a hiatus by the then BBC controller Micheal Grade, and there was the prospects of Doctor Who not coming back. So they got together and wrote and produced a record that would be released in aid of charity. Actually, it was in aid of cancer relief, with all the profits from the sales going to cancer relief. But it was all about saving the Doctor Who television program and bringing it back onto TV. And it was written and produced by Ian Levine, who was a lifelong Doctor Who fan and a record producer. Okay, so this is the front of the cover. And it says, "Who cares? Save the Doctor. Bring him back now. Doctor in distress. Profits from sales of this record go to cancer relief." And it said, and then you can see you've got all the stars from the TV show, and you've got lots of stars who were all assigned to this particular record label. Okay, so that's the front of the cover. And if I just turn the cover over to the back, and it says, "Doctor in Distress, on behalf of my company, Record Shack Records, and the National Society for Cancer Relief, a tremendous thank you to the host of Generous Stars, the studios and video crew, and everyone who helped to make this project work. And a massive thank you to Jeff Weston, Managing Director of Record Shack Records." And it says, "Special thanks to Trident Studios and Flood Real-Time Pictures, Greg Millard, Heartbeat and Lewis, John Komalanki, Barry Bacco, EMI Manufacturing and Distribution, and all the agents of the actors and actresses involved." And it says, "Who Cares is a collective of people who care, organised by Paul Mark Tams and Jeff Vision. And they include Arlene Bentley, Faith Brown, Michael Brown, Bucks Fizz's Bobby G, Hazell Dean, Colin Baker, who was Doctor Who, Anthony Ainley, who was the Master, Nicola Bryant, who was Perry, Nicholas Courtney, who was Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, Julie Harris, Hot Gossip's Floyd, Steve Grant, Jonah Levine, Matt Bianco, Baza, I can't pronounce that name, Danny White, the Moody Blues' Justin Hayward, John Lodge, Music Academy, David Van Day, Phyllis Nelson, John Rocker, Starlight Express's Richie Pitts, Sally Thomsett from Man About the House, the UK Ronnie Ball, Time UK Ronnie Ball, Rick Buckler, Fletcher Christian, Jimmy Edwards, Ray Simone, Nick Smith, and Ultra Rox's Warren Cann. It says, let's just bring that forward because I can't actually see it. Artists courtesy of the following companies: Record Shack and RCA, EMI, Fanfare, Stiff, Weir, Threshold and Career, Beggar's Banquet, Jay, Arista and Crystals, musicians Fisher Trench, Hans Zimmer and Mel Weston. And it's got A-Side, Doctor in Distress, B-Side, Doctor in Distress Instrumental, written and produced by Ian Levine and Fiachara Trench. 1985, Record Shack Records. 1985, Record Shack Music Administration by Jess Music. Photography by Francis Lonely Smile Studio London. Sleeve design Paul Savory. Police box loaned by Julian Vince. And it's distributed by EMI. Okay, so that is the front and back of the sleeve. Let's take the record out now and have a look at the label itself. Okay, so I've removed the record from the sleeve, and apart from my ugly reflection in the vinyl, you can see it says Record Shack Records, Doctor One, Side A, 1985 Record Shack Records, 1985 Record Shack Music, administrated by Jess Music Leonson, 45 RPM, stereo time 3 minutes 47. Doctor in Distress, Who Cares? A collective of people who care, organised by Paul Mark Tams and Jeff Weston. Written by Ian Levine and Fiasha Trench. Produced by Ian Levine and Fiasha Trench. And you got the copyright information going around the circle of the bottom, all the way around here. Okay, that's the A-side, and the B-side again, which is just the instrumental version. Again, it's got Shack Records and the logo at the top. Doc 1, it's got Doc 1B, 1985 Record Shack Records, 1985 Record Shack Music, administrated by Jess Music Leo Song. 45 RPM stereo, 3 minutes 47, Doctor in Distress instrumental, who cares? Written by Ian Levine and Fiasha Trench, produced by Ian Levine and Fiasha Trench. Okay, that is the front and back of the vinyl itself. Let's put it on the record player and have a listen to the song itself.
It was a cold, wet night in November, 22 years ago.
There was a police box in a junkyard. We didn't know where it would go.
Okay, so that was the song. It's supposedly trying to tell the story of Doctor Who in a 3.5-minute song. Yeah, okay. How well did this record do? Well, to be honest with you, it was a complete flop. Without being too harsh, I should say. Yeah, it didn't chart. It didn't sell very many copies. It didn't recover enough money to cover the costs. So no profits. There was no profits on this record. It was just in a complete and utter loss, and obviously no money went to cancer relief because there was no profits made. Shame, really. But of course, now we're talking nearly 40 years on. It has now become quite collectible, and obviously these particular records are difficult to find because they just didn't do very well on the day. They really didn't sell. So, but now they are quite collectible. And a lot of people are actually looking for these because they don't come up for sale very often. And finding them obviously in this condition, which is mint condition, as this was part of a shop purchase of a closed down record shop that we bought all of their records from. And there was a lot of TV interest, sci-fi related records in that stock. And this was actually one of them. So it was an unsold shop stock. And like I say, difficult to find this mint condition, but as usual, we at Midas Touch have a few copies, which are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, and you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Doctor Who items, and many other vintage toys, games, and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you don't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.